Hello guys, welcome to Captain Dorge's Armory. This is Captain Dorge. There's a really awesome mission going on the North American server right now called Earning Your Steel. It was a one-time only mission, which I was able to finish today. The reward for it was pretty substantial. You got 1,000,000 credits, 7 days of premium time, and 10 large repair kits, 10 large first aid kits, and 10 automatic fire extinguishers. Plus, it was just a lot of fun. Generated myself a lot of free experience and got some good upgrades for it. To complete this mission, you had to finish 3 parts. You had to go into random battles and get 20 kills in a StuG III, in a Type T-34, and in a Churchill 1. And I platooned up with my friend Terminator, and we each grabbed ourselves these 3 tanks, and we just played platoons of those tanks for like 6 hours. It was a lot of laughs. It was a pretty good time. And the only thing that sucked about it is the mission interface right now. It either tells you that the mission is unavailable, it tells you that the mission is completed, or it tells you that the mission is not completed. It doesn't tell you that you've gotten 17 kills in your Type T-34, which would be really nice, because when you're trying to keep track of it. At one point, I actually thought I had completed the section in my Churchill 1, so I sold the tank, and I ended up having to actually buy it back again in order to get 3 more kills. So that made me feel like an idiot. But while we were doing this mission, we just had a great time, and we had a couple of pretty funny things happen. So I'm just gonna show a couple of just little shenanigans from our adventures in Tier 5 platoons today. So I hope you get a kick out of these, because I definitely got a kick out of some of it. I really, really wish I could have put up the live commentary for some of it, because some of it was hilarious. But unfortunately, I don't have the live chat or anything like that, which is too bad. But anyway, I hope you guys get a kick out of it, because I definitely did. It was a great time. So let's take a look at some of these comedy moments. Alright, so we join up in this battle. Me and Terminator we're just playing our Churchill Mark 1s. We're trying to just farm up kills. We don't really care about anything else. And, a lot of Tier 5 battles, tactics are not really that in-depth. And we're going to look at some of the XVM info real quick. We're not going to look at the efficiency or the win rates or anything. We're just looking at games played. I've got 13k, Terminator has 6k. Everyone else on my team, except for 3 people, has 1,000 or less battles. And it's a pretty similar story on the enemy team. So people are just inexperienced. So we've got these heavy tanks that are trying to go across this field. And me and Terminator are just blasting this Churchill 1. But we just can't finish it off. And then watch this KV. This KV-1 just makes a hero run. He just pulls out right in front of the Churchill. He's like, I'll save you. So, yeah, sure. You want to take a bullet for that guy? Be my guest. I'm just farming kills. I'll farm your corpse as readily as the next guy's. That was just awesome. I could not believe it. That Churchill was just sitting there, just getting destroyed. And then suddenly that KV-1 was like, I'll save you. And, it didn't exactly work. So, we just sat here in our firing line and continued to just blaze away at everything that ever happened to come near us. It was pretty funny. So we're rolling the Churchill 1. This time I'm in my Type T-34. I had a couple of kill head start on Terminator. I logged in before he did. So at this point I'd already sold my Churchill 1, and now I'm rocking the Type T-34. And, we're on Porkorovka. I'm up on top of the hill with a couple of other StuGs, and so far we're just obliterating the enemy, and I'm just feeling completely YOLO. So, I just don't even care. I just am like, huzzah, charge, boom, ram the T-25, start shooting him. So excited to almost get him dead, and then, burp, I exploded. So that was the end of that. I couldn't believe that I didn't kill that guy. On a side note, I found 2 new bugs. I'm not sure if they're bugs with my XVM config or if they're bugs with 8.8. But in the replays, now everything that gets said in chat is posted twice, which is pretty cool, I guess. And I have to reconfigure the over target markers at the beginning of every replay because they're resetting to default, which is pretty cool because the default over target markers are useless. Alright, so this is the final battle that we're going to look at in our adventures in Tier 5s, and we're in a double StuG platoon. Again, it's me and Terminator. This time, though, we're not in a very good match. There's 4 Tier 7s on the enemy team, quite a few Tier 6s, and about 6 or 7 Tier 5s. And we're on El Haluf, which I hate this map, so yeah, not very excited. We're going to watch this whole match, though, because it's not very long, and it is pretty funny. Now, notice the enemy team, platoon number 1. I just realized I need to reset my over target markers. So just real quickly, we're gonna change up my over target markers here, because for some reason when the new patch came out, I now have to redo this for every single replay, which is really annoying. Pretty cool, I know. Alright, so over target markers have been reconfigured. Right, let's press on. So, if you look at the enemy team, their platoon number 1, I did not notice this at the time, but they have a platoon of a Panzer III-4, which is a Tier 5 medium, and a Lux, which is a Tier 4 light. That's a little bit of a dubious combination. But again, these people haven't played hardly any games, so they don't really know how the matchmaker works. They don't really know how platoons work. And then the third member of their team is a Tier 2 Chinese tank, the Vickers VAE Type B. And I have not noticed this at this point in the match, but probably 3 battles before, me and Terminator had been looking at the service record, because they changed it up a lot. So I'd noticed, while I was looking at the service record, that I was only 1 tank away from the Expert China badge. And that 1 tank is the Vickers VAE Type B. That was the only Chinese tank I hadn't killed yet. And there's 1 in this match, but I haven't noticed that yet. So right now we're busy focusing on the YOLO KV-1. And I was so excited by this YOLOing KV-1 that I couldn't even hit him. And then, when I finally got good shots at him, I missed. I just missed 3 shots in a row at a KV-1. But Terminator is much more cool-headed than I am, apparently, because he didn't miss a single shot. And then right there, I just bounced off the AMX-12T, but my second shot secures the kill. Now at this point, when I'm scoped in on these friendlies up on the hill and joking about how I could just slaughter them, that was when I noticed the enemy Vickers VAE, and I just said to Terminator, right, I'm hard YOLOing, screw it, you can come with me if you want, I'm killing that VAE. And he, sure enough, true platoon mate to the end, Terminator's coming with me on like the most epic YOLO assassination mission ever. Because you've played El Haluf, you know that those rocks up there are just loaded with tank destroyers, and the artillery is just waiting to slaughter fools like us. I couldn't believe I even made it to this point alive. But like, look at this. Here's all the enemy Tier 7s, and they just are completely ignoring us. And I get around the corner and spot them. There's the VAE, and I fire at him, and I miss, and I hit the Panzer III-4, reload, and kill the VAE. Assassination mission successful. But unfortunately, the enemy's now noticed us. We're drawing aggro. Terminator's engaging the enemy T-20. He's fighting a Tier 7 medium and a Tier 5 TD. That's a pretty ballsy maneuver. I was going to try and get over there and help, but he didn't need my help, and this KV-3 decided he needed my head. So the enemy KV-3 backs down the hill, plunks one into my tank, but that was completely effing worth it. World's most epic YOLO assassination mission, check. Objective completed. We killed the VAE Type B. And not only that, but we put a wrench into the mechanics of the enemy tier 7s. Terminator killed the T-20 and then was one shot by the T-29. But, like, I mean, I don't even care. Right, like I said in chat, that was the most hardcore YOLO ever, and I completed my objective. And apparently the enemy Hellcat thinks that I was drunk. Let me just tell you right now, completely 100% sober. That was a calculated maneuver. That was a calculated risk for the Expert China badge. And let's just say it paid off. So, just in case you don't believe me, because I don't have post-battle results, there you are, Expert China. Check that out. Now you can see with some of the Expert badges that I have, Expert UK. I have the Expert UK badge, but I've never killed those 3 artillery pieces, but I had gotten the Expert badge before those released, so I got to keep it. So if I'd gotten the Expert, it would have been impossible to get Expert China before the VAE released. But anyway, there you have it. The most ridiculous YOLO assassination mission ever. 2 StuG IIIs behind enemy lines, picking on the enemy tier 2, managing to grab a tier 7, a tier 5, and a couple of shots on some other tier 7s in the process. We actually won that battle. Like, it was ridiculous. I couldn't have cared. I couldn't have cared less if we won or lost. The moment I saw that VAE, like, I got the bloodlust, and I was going to take that guy down come hell or high water. And the best part is, I did it. That was the greatest. I had such a good time. It was so funny. I hope you enjoyed those three clips of just some of the random derpage from our little tier 5 adventure today. It was a fun mission. I'm really enjoying the World of Tanks missions. I had such a good time playing with Terminator today, playing our tier 5s. Just, it was a little bit of puppy kicking, but we did it for almost 6 hours, or almost 7 hours, and like the last 2 hours of it, we were just like, charge! It was pretty awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. I definitely enjoy that when people, interact. It's pretty legit. So yeah, guys, until next time, just remember, this is Captain Dorja. This is Captain Dorja's Armory, and you can never have enough big guns.